Hey everyone, Lion Roar here, and wow, I am just blown away by the stunning art on this brand new May 2021 Hero of the Month, Yang Mai. But of course, there's more to her than the art, so let's break her down and give her a grade. But first, join me over in Gemstone Legends. It's a fantastic match 3 RPG game, and it's players who get in early on games like this who are at the biggest advantage. Not only will you help the channel out by using the link in the description of this video, but if you use the code hashtag lion_2021 hashtag, you're going to get a guaranteed free epic hero named Elidor, along with 5 more gold scrolls, that's more heroes, and a bunch of gold and gems. And after you download the game, you're going to have access to the beginner events, which is going to get you one more free epic hero named Soliana and a bunch of free legendary equipment and a platinum scroll, which is again another free epic or legendary hero. Guys, wow. Just make sure to use that code within 3 hours of downloading the game and after completing the tutorial. And I will see you over in Gemstone Legends. All right, so right off the bat, I have to go ahead and give her an A for the art because this is some of the best art I've seen in Empires and Puzzles, and Empires and Puzzles has really good art. That's been one of their best strengths all along. I just really appreciate everything that they put into their heroes. It just gets better and better. And oh my gosh, I could just like revel in this. I kind of want her just to collect her for the art. But you know, she's got special abilities we need to look at as well. The art isn't everything, but you know, for this one, I kind of just want her for the art. Like it's fun to just collect heroes like this, right? I don't know if I can get her. We'll see. I'll try later on possibly to get her. But she is a 5-star legendary red hero who is of the monk class. Now, the monk class isn't one of the stronger classes, but of course, when you put emblems on heroes, it makes them better anyway because it increases their base stats. Um, but factor that into this as well. She does have this status effect on mana reduction ability over here on the left. Don't forget about these. These are important. They play a role, and they've been getting better and better as they've been putting heroes out. So she receives the following status effect when mana is reduced. The caster gets plus 30% attack for 3 turns. That's really, really interesting. 30% attack, that's quite a lot. So she's going to get even stronger when you, well, if you're on offense and you take her against heroes that are reducing mana. So that's kind of a way like, I like this. I like that Empires and Puzzles has done this because one of the most frustrating things for me in Empires and Puzzles is when you don't get to play the game. Like when something's stopping your mana or keeping you from gaining mana or things like that. But here's an effect that if your mana is reduced, you still get to use sort of an alternate special. And her attack is everything. Everything about Yang Mai centers around her attack. So to get plus 30% attack is pretty huge. Resist water damage is another passive over here. This hero has an innate resistance against water damage. Poor Vela. Poor Vela was already nerfed. That was one of Vela's strengths, was doing extra damage against red heroes, and then that went away, and now... now, of course, Vela's not particularly tied to Yang Mai, but, you know, that's where you typically see the water damage. And now Yang Mai's just kind of strong against Vela. I don't know if they'll come out with more water damage heroes, but that will get more and more relevant if they come out with more of those. Right now, that's, you know, primarily Vela. There's an attack of 743. You know, that's okay for a hero. It's pretty good for a 5-star hero. These days, it's kind of average. Back in the day, this used to be high. But because of the passive that's going to increase her attack and the special skill that's also going to increase the attack, this is going to go higher and higher. The defense is respectable at 762 and the HP also respectable at 1369. Flaming Fury is the special. It is fast. That's really important. I always like to see fast on heroes. She deals 280% damage to the target, has a 50% chance for additional hits on random enemies up to 4 times. Additional hits deal minor damage. So this special reminds me a lot of another hero, Massandra, who I actually have and I've played with. So I am going to compare her to Massandra a little bit as I give my breakdown and grade here. The caster gets the following status effect for each hit. It's a stack, so each time a hit happens, the caster gets plus 5% attack, and the maximum size of the stack is 10. So that can be quite a bit of additional attack there. And she's kind of an area of effect damage dealer, but it's kind of random. So you know she's going to hit one hero who you target, but then um, she's also going to potentially hit random enemies as well. So that's sort of like area of effect, but you don't really get to choose who's getting hit, which is kind of interesting. Um, in one sense, that makes her kind of fun, but that also makes her a little hard to control. Lastly, Elemental Link gives all fire allies a small amount of mana at the end of turn for 4 turns. This effect can't be dispelled. So that, of course, is really cool for stacking red heroes. And I think that based on everything I'm seeing here, Yang Mai's probably going to be more useful on offense than on defense. I don't think that means she's going to be bad on defense. I think she's going to be good on defense too. But I don't think she's going to be great at anything. I'd like to say that she is. She's got some really fun things going on here. But Yang Mai strikes me more as a fun hero, not like an elite hero. And that's okay. Like, that's totally okay. There are going to be red heroes that, like, I would want more than Yang Mai. But she kind of fits into this tier 2 mold where, you know, once you've already got your primary, like, red heroes that you tend to always have on defense or always bring on offense, you can fit her in as, like, a third on, like, a 3-2 type of attack team. Or if you're going, like, mono, all red heroes, where she fits in nicely on offense, then, you know, she's, like, the third, fourth, or fifth spot for something like that. If you have a lot of legendary heroes. Of course, if you're, like, a newer player or mid-game player and you get Yang Mai, she's going to be one of your best heroes, for sure. I do want to jump over to Massandra and compare her to Massandra a little bit because that is a hero that I have played with. So Massandra deals a little bit more damage, 310% up front, and then has a 42% chance for additional hits. So the new hero of the month actually has a higher chance of hitting other heroes, but lesser attack up front. The thing is that the new hero of the month is going to gain attack as she goes. And as you can see with Massandra, same thing. All allies gain a small amount of mana for each hit for Massandra. And for the new hero of the month, there's a little bit of mana gain on that as well. And that is just for fire heroes. So Massandra is a little bit more flexible. Yang Mai is going to entice you to be taking more red heroes. They look similar to me. The feel I get is Yang Mai has a little bit more going on. You can see that Yang Mai has passive abilities that are definitely helping out, and Yang Mai gets better over time, whereas Massandra really doesn't. Now, my experience playing with Massandra has been that she's really fun, and not great. And in fact, if you've watched my war videos, you've seen that I have a number of really good blue heroes, so she's kind of gotten bumped out a little bit. I don't know if Yang Mai is going to be able to overcome some of Massandra's shortfalls, but Yang Mai definitely has more going on than Massandra, but you do have to build the team around her. So I definitely suggest taking multiple red heroes and things like that. Now, on defense, you could probably set her up maybe in a flank, maybe in the corner if you're going to use her on defense, where she can just sit back and just be hitting a lot of heroes and increasing attack and staying alive, because the longer she lives, the better it's going to be, because the more that attack stacks, of course, the more damage she's going to do. So you kind of want her to sit in the corner. I could see her being a little underrated for that reason. Again, still kind of in tier 2. You're probably not going to see her a whole lot in a lot of the top tier teams, like the elite players, the whales who get her. Probably you're not going to see her in their teams. But if you're kind of in that like range where you have maybe 10 to 20 5-star heroes, you may see her show up and she would be okay in the wing. All right, so as far as a grade goes, I sort of struggle with how I want to grade her, because there are some things I absolutely love about her. Things they've improved upon with her special from Massandra, and of course the art. The art makes me just want to give her an A. But I don't think the special is elite. I don't think it's something you're necessarily going to use absolutely everywhere, although it is pretty flexible. So for that reason, I'm going to give Yang Mai a B+. If you get her, you're going to have a lot of fun playing with her. I think she's definitely worth leveling up and using. But of course, there's other heroes. She's not a chase hero, So, like, you know, I wouldn't feel too sad if I don't get her, except for the fact that I'd be losing out on her art. But other than that, this special, there's other specials that, you know, could be better than hers. And, you know, I'm thinking of like Black Knight and, you know, just some other heroes like that. Gefyan is another one who I would probably rather have over Yang Mai. Marjana is one that in certain circumstances I might take. Marjana, especially if you have the Marjana costume, but like Marjana with emblems, sometimes I would want over Yang Mai just because it's so good to just kill a hero. But Yang Mai, sometimes I would want her in certain scenarios as well. Like, for example, if you do have a red defense down hero, then you want Yang Mai because if the opposing team has red defense down, then Yang Mai can hit a bunch of heroes and do extra damage, right? So those are all things to keep in mind. I do think she's a relatively flexible hero. It's going to take thinking about it and strategizing with her. So what do you guys think? Let me know in the comments. If you got her, let me know. If you've played with her already, let me know. And if you enjoy videos like this, be sure to hit that like button. And if you want to see more like this, also hitting that subscribe button along with the bell notification so you know when I drop more of these or go live. And I will catch you in the next one.